Welcome to Theology Explained for Beginners. Our topic is about self-love. Now, there are two kinds of self-love. There is wrong kind of self-love. There is also a correct kind of self-love. What is correct kind of self-love? In the correct kind of self-love, God is the center of your life. You place God in the throne where it is reserved only for God. In the correct kind of self-love, this person prioritizes own salvation first before earthly happiness, and as much as possible always avoids sin. This person always listens to God and chooses eternal happiness over temporary happiness. It chooses eternal happiness over temporary happiness. In the correct kind of self-love, this person is busy with works of mercy and brings self to God the Savior. This person stays away from distractions. The works of mercy that this person is busy with are corporal works of mercy and spiritual works of mercy. This person with the correct kind of self-love always accumulates or always put an effort to accumulate heavenly treasures. And heavenly treasures are these works of mercy. And when death comes to this person, the person is ready to face God. He is looking forward to be with God in heaven. And finally, when he is in front of God, this person presents to God the heavenly treasures that he has accumulated, and God will be happy with him. And he will inherit the kingdom of heaven that is prepared for all those who have the correct kind of self-love, those who love Jesus and love God will inherit the kingdom of heaven. Let's go to the incorrect kind of self-love. In the incorrect kind of self-love, the self is at the center. Its life is more of self-directed. This person goes after money and lust, prioritizes own earthly happiness over salvation. Salvation is far away from the mind of this person. In the incorrect kind of self-love, this person chooses temporary happiness over eternal happiness. This person with the incorrect kind of self-love brings self to distractions and stays away from God and church. And that is really sad. So the distractions that this person accumulates are material and earthly things that give him power and give him sense of happiness. And this person doesn't care so much about others. Even when other people are already experiencing sufferings and tragedy, this person always looks upon himself and rarely about others, doesn't care about others. This person sometimes have or commonly has self-obsession. They are obsessed with themselves. Self-obsession is not good because this kills others. And in the incorrect kind of self-love, the love is directed to self. This is the wrong kind of self-love. The love that is supposed to be for God is directed to self, while the correct kind of self-love, the love is given to God because God is the priority. Now, when death comes to the person with an incorrect kind of self-love, when he faces God, he has empty hands. There is nothing to show God, no heavenly treasures accumulated. All the earthly treasures that he has accumulated on earth while he was still alive is left behind, and he comes up to God empty handed. And this person will be judged to go to this deep pit where there will be fire and there will be suffering for eternity. So, as a reminder, stay away from distractions. Distractions are like traps and they are like illusions. They look good, but actually they are false. They appear good, but they are actually bad for you. According to Proverbs 11, verse 28, the one trusting in his riches, he himself will fall. Also in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12, there is a way which seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. So please be careful with distractions, avoid distractions as much as possible. Focus on God and lay up, according to Jesus, lay up yourselves treasures in heaven. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be. And when the time comes when you meet Jesus at the end of your life, your hands will be full of these heavenly treasures. So always remember this, and may this be a guide to your life here on earth, and the advice of Jesus for all of us to store up heavenly treasures. And stop if you see yourself already with this wrong kind of self-love. Stop. Don't go to this pathway. Rather, go for the correct kind of self-love. Now that you know what is the correct kind of self-love and what is the wrong kind of self-love. So if you find yourself in the wrong side, stop it. Go to the correct side, to the correct pathway towards God in heaven. That ends my topic about self-love. If you like more topics, If you want to learn more topics, go to our YouTube channel, Theology Explained for Beginners. Thank you very much. God bless.